This will be the last time that I will advocate for it this way. I will find a way to make sure I get rid of the vacant property in the village of Dalton.
Ain't that something? I know we supposed to be voting these things in, and that's how they do it. Because it's not just about what I want. We gotta do all the vote. Oh, y'all don't want to do it? Well, y'all, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. It's gonna be hard from behind them bars, Tiff.
To call and ask questions. If you are concerned about something on the warrant list, then you'll wait until we have an actual board meeting. Then you'll get here, then y'all will grandstand.
This is a terrible look for you. I don't know what happened. You look corpse casket ready, okay?
Forward, if anybody have an issue with a bill, I say this every board meeting.
Yep.
Reach out, call my phone, ask me questions before we get here, so it don't look like we're going back and forth over bills. Because we can resolve this before we get to this point here. Go ahead, trustee.
No, I don't have nothing else.
All right. Any more discussion?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Because I guess
okay, now I'm playing this one for a reason. The reason I'm playing this one, I picked this to play, was because it's a demonstration to show that even when you talk very nice and are considerate and kind of like, us, not nothing about you, I just wanted to say I think that it would be better. I think it would help. Like, all we're really asking for is when somebody even speaks to her sweetly, how she reacts. Because this is just to show that. Because you might start to think, if everybody's coming down on her, maybe that's why she's behaving like this. She's just in defense mode. You might come up with that, excuse. But I want to show to you now, that's what I'm showing you to you now, is that is not the case. It doesn't matter how you say it to Tiff. Because Tiff don't have the answers. Because if she gave the answers, she'd be in jail now. So she don't have no right answer. The true answer would have her convicted. So she can't. So instead, she just spins these webs. But so even if you say it nice, like this lady is about to, she still gets the same type of fucking reaction. Okay?
Confusion comes, whereas how it's supposed to work even last year and how it generally worked. Because we're responsible for finances, it's important for us to know what's being spent. Even though it's for the children, everything has a budget. There's budget lines and there's things put in place. And I heard you say that there's donations. That's fine. We're not being funny when she asked the question, how much do we have in donations? It's important because we want to know if we're spending the money, we still have to make sure the money is there. So when we look at this list and I see $5,000 to $6,000 worth of items on here for the 4th of July, but I don't even see the expenses for the fireworks themselves. So I don't know how much the fireworks itself will be. So that's in addition to what we already have. So when the question is presented, how much do you have? We're not being funny. We're really saying, okay, maybe when you tell us how much you have, if you say, well, I raised $5,000, the total was $15,000, and I want the board to approve $10,000. That's different than you just charging things and not bringing it over the board when we have a $1,500 ordinance in place, meaning you're supposed to bring it to the board and say, hey, these are the plans. Are you all going to approve it so that we can have this event on the 4th? But when you tell us afterwards, we're just saying, hey, how much is this total? Because we know that the fireworks itself isn't on this warrant list. So at some point we have to pay for it. So it's not a matter of not wanting to pay anything for the children. To me, it's just a matter of having a budget put in place. You communicate with your trustees so we know, because we are responsible for financing. So I can't say enough or stress enough that it's never a matter of what we're paying. It's simply a protocol put in process, because if we do go bankrupt, or if it does present a matter where we can't afford things, then that becomes an issue. So when we ask, hey, how much is the budget? How much did you raise? If you tell us, then this will run much smoother. If you decide to say to us, hey, board, I have these expenses for the 4th of July. This is what we're doing. This is what I want you to approve. It'll be different. It's just that we're sidetracked when you come up here and you present things that's already being paid out. And then when we say we don't want to pay it, then it's a problem. We don't want it to be a problem. We just kind of wanted to figure it out so that while the residents are here, we all know where the tax dollars are being spent, where they're being allocated. That's the only concern. So I don't want it to be a matter of us not paying for the youth. We don't mind that, but just moving forward, if you can say to us, hey, this is what's being spent when it's over $1,500, follow the protocol. That way we're not up here going back and forth. We can know what you're spending. We won't be sidetracked. We're all on one accord. We know what's being spent, and we can just move forward. So it's not a matter of going back and forth. We really just want to know, because we are responsible for the finances. So every time I ask a question, I don't, the hostility, we just wondering. We don't want to go back and forth. We're just wondering so that we all know why we all here. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Right? Now she said that said it very like she's walking on eggshells, kept having to reassure this bitch. Like, you are in charge. She should not have to be reassuring your ass. Okay? That is a sign of dealing with a dictator. You're dealing with a dictator. This is how you talk to them. Sir, we have to, the people are asking for this thing. I know that you do such a great job, and it's not you or anything. It's not that, you're fine, but we just, everybody's starving to death. You walk on fucking eggshells talking to these people. This is a dictator. She's like, this is how you are forced to speak to a person when they are a fucking dictator. That is the point that Mama is making right now, okay? Now watch how, after she spoke so nicely, so calmly, so, just like really just trying to make it clear, this is not us trying to come after you. It's fine that that's what you want to do. We just need the information because we're in charge of things. We have to have it. We have to have these things documented. We need to know these things. Let's see how she reacts. Spoiler alert.
So you're no longer wondering.
Look at it.
And you got the facts. I normally tell you guys exactly what we're spending, what we're doing, as it relates to you guys getting the warrant list. When you get the warrant list, you guys' job is to call and ask questions. If you are concerned about something on the warrant list, then you'll wait until we have an actual board meeting. Then you'll get here, then y'all will grandstand.
And you see what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? She said it as nicely as possible, as normally as possible. Tiffany, this is a terrible look for you. I don't know what the fuck happened. You look corpse, casket ready, okay? Tiffany, oh, nope, fuck that. Screenshot. Tiffany, you are looking casket ready, honey. I just thought I'd let you know, honey. This ain't the look. This ain't it. No. She's horrible. Yes. And then y'all come and you grandstand. Clearly, she did not just grandstand. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like she grandstanded. 2 in the chat if Tiffany ain't shit.
And to say, well, we don't want to pay for this and we don't want to pay for that. Had ample time to go over with me, ask me questions, and say, Mayor, what are we doing with this amount? And why are we paying for that? And by you being over youth trustee, I would thought you would have made sure you took care of the youth. You guys want to pay for a tea with the trustees and DJs and other little crazy stuff. But when it comes to the youth, it's a problem. I have a problem with it, and I always will, regardless of.
She just said she was fine. They were fine paying for the youth for doing the thing. She just fucking said that. But look at her. I hate this bitch. Like, when I tell you, I don't like her. I don't fucking like her. I'm only all excited because I know I can feel the karma coming. I can feel it coming, scraping down her face like it scraped that makeup off. Like it's just scraping down. Because I know that she is indeed going down.
If I raise the money or not, you guys should pay for the youth. And the reason why I'm saying it is we have a budget. As long as I'm within the budget, I'm allowed to spend within the budget. It is for community. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm not doing nothing underhanded. It is for community. But we always have to fight over things like this, which we shouldn't even be debating about when it comes to our kids. We say we want to do better. It starts with us. And until we do better, then community will get better. But all this back and forth over just little dollars, I don't appreciate it. When you guys want me to approve things for your team with the trustees, but you can't approve something that was an actually awesome event this last Saturday. It was really great to see everybody coming out. I appreciate y'all for just showing up, showing out. And the board of trustees didn't even support that. That's a shame. Community, you always be first for me. All right, end of discussion. Let's move on. Call the roll.
The community will always be first for her, unless they ask her a question, of course. Then they need to be dead fucking last. Did I nail it, Tiff? I feel like I nailed it. No? Oh. Once the people who are helping her steal, allegedly, start talking, oh, this bitch is going under the prison. Oh, yes. And I hope that copper guy, that police officer dude that be working for her, don't need to be on the street. Well, I'm saying he don't need to be on the street. He is a menace. Dude is a fucking menace. Society. Got a quote for that, Tiff? You ain't got no menace to society quotes?
On the vote. Discount fence. Are you amending that motion for her trustee house?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay, so clerk, you got that? They're amending their motion and adding discount fence.
That's a hat. We call it a hat.
And who second? Are you amending your second with the discount fence?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you call the roll, please?
Call the roll. What do we tell the roll when we call it?
Trustee Brown,
Aye.
Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Steve,
Aye.
Trustee Holmes,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is old business. Approval of ordinance number 22 block by block housing program. Mayor Henyard.
Great demonstration of what a dick she is.
Motion to approve block by block.
Aye.
Can I have a second? Is there a second to approve block by block housing program?
Ain't that something? Look, nobody said second, right? So this is not gonna happen, this thing she's trying to do. Now watch her reaction.
Okay. So you guys don't even want to discuss it, talk about it, nothing.
Yeah, see, when she don't want to do no discussion when it go her way. It's like, that's just closed. We already did the thing. It's done. There ain't nothing else to talk about. But when it's not going your way, all of a sudden now you want to discuss it. There ain't nothing to discuss. You already did your vote thingy. You already did it. The nays fucking got it, okay? But she want to talk now. She want to talk about it. Nobody even want to talk about it? No, bitch. No, we don't. Now watch what she do.
Okay. So, as always, I knew it would go like this. The Board of Trustees choose not to move forward block by block, which is our housing program. I put on the agenda several different times. Every time they've asked me to amend, change, or alter anything as it relates to the ordinance, they wouldn't even budge. I did everything they said, jumped through loopholes for community. I have a problem with all other vacant property in the village of Dalton, and you should too, residents. The problem is we're getting squatters. We're getting people that's coming and taking over people's property. We're getting houses that's turning into forests. And every time you call me, guess what? That is costing taxpayer dollars. We have to go and pay public works or a contractor to come out and cut and remove trees, and also to remove raccoons. So the problem that once
Really, bitch, you gonna blame the raccoons now? It's the raccoons for me.
second residents. So Chief, yes, can you give me 1 minute so I can get it out? So the problem that I have is every single time this goes on the agenda, nothing happens. Nothing. And I am tired of constantly asking for support.
She's tired of axing. Like all the time, she always axing. Walking around with this fucking axe all day long and nothing to chop with it. Chop one of them trees you was talking about, bitch. I mean, you were just talking about the trees. I think that's what she's talking about. She's thinking axe. She's meaning ask, but she's thinking axe because she was just talking about trees. I'm gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? That's me being graceful. Tiff, that's me being graceful. Enjoy mama's grace. Get no more of it, bitch. No more.
And asking everybody to come together. Let's do something about the vacant property in the village of Dalton.
Yeah,
as you can see, this will be the last time that I will advocate for it this way. I will find a way to make sure I get rid of the vacant property in the village of Dalton. So, Tino, do you have the video for the vacant property, please?
Isn't that something? I know y'all we supposed to be voting these things in, and that's how they do it. Because it's not just about what I want. We gotta do all the vote. Oh, y'all don't want to do it? Well, fuck y'all. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to figure out a way to do it. It's going to be hard from behind them bars, Tiff. I ain't saying don't try. That's not what I'm saying, Tiff. I would never tell you not to try. You know, even Tiff's got to have dreams. You know what I'm saying? Look at this bitch. She said, I'm going to do what I want to do. Whatever, bitch. Y'all going to stop me? I'm the super mayor. I could tell that it's a bad idea. Okay.
This is what our community currently looks like.
I thought it was so good, and so it's been doing so great, Tiff. To hear Tiff tell it, They, you know, since she's been there, everything's been so great. They got this surplus for all these things and whatever, whatnots and stuff. And now she's like, this place is awful. It's just terrible. That's why I go get my hair and nails did, because my community is just shit, you know? So I go get my nails did. And then I walk around, you know, dancing in the street with my married boyfriend. No judgment, heifer. No judgment. No, I mean, no more judgment than usual. How about that? There you go. That's close to the truth. No more judgment than usual. But I mean, you're not behaving like you just got this horrible place that you're over and everything is just so, you know, you act like everything's so great and gravy since you've been there. You've been doing all this, got this surplus that you keep talking about that's at your house, allegedly.
Decades of neglect.
So tore down houses.
We constantly cleaning up debris when called.
Yeah. Cutting down.
And of course, we want to get rid of crime.
Okay.
So we're trying to make this change by creating block by block.
Okay. Which does what?
I'm asking for the Board of Trustees to support me.
Bitch, you didn't say what it do yet, though. We got to do something about these houses. Look at them. They look terrible. Let's do block by block. Bitch, if you don't tell me what the fuck that is, I'm not voting yes to some shit you ain't told me what it is yet, okay? I'm just not. I'm not that stupid. Like, this is... She thinks she show a picture of a baby, some trees, and a fucked up house. They just gonna be like, you know what we need? We need some block by block. What is that? I don't fucking know. She never told me. That's life in Dalton, apparently. You lie all the time. Why you just lie on this? She never lies when she needs to. This would have been a perfect time to lie. We take the houses, we fix them up, then we get families, wonderful families. Look how cute that baby is. Look. We get that whole family and we put them in there. And then they grow old together. No, they don't divorce. Nobody cheats. What we move into this particular house that we fix up is what is called a perfect family. And so there's no downside to this thing I'm talking about. Now, close your eyes and sign the paper. See how easy that was, Tiff? That's what you should have said. You should have said that. Who can say no to that? The answer is nobody, okay? The answer is nobody, Tiff.
And moving our village forward by getting rid of the vacant properties in town.
Exactly.
When I came in,
see, she said getting rid of them. Exactly. She wants to knock them down, not fix them up. She wants to knock them down so that she could put whatever that fucking building is there that she wants to make. About that, their money. You can't spend money from prison. I hope they give her a big ass, like when they put her away, I hope they give her like a big ass restitution. So even if she work in jail, she still can't make enough money to pay for toilet paper. Bitch, for you, I wish one roll of toilet paper every 6 months. You are terrible. You're a terrorist and you know it. You're driving people literally insane.
I basically started block by block as a trustee. I did have the support of some trustees up here. And then all of a sudden, everyone flipped. Basically, everyone have their own hidden agenda. And
yeah, yours. Once they figured out what the block by block was, they flipped. They were like, yeah, no, I didn't know that's what you wanted to do. Hell no, bitch.
Their own hidden agenda, meaning they want to do what they want to do, but they had 1 year to create something for residents to actually put a plan in place to get rid of the vacant property. And to this day, no one has done anything as it relates to the vacant property. But Mayor Henyard constantly fights this battle, constantly goes back and forth, and constantly puts it on the agenda because I will not give up residents. I will not stop until we get the change that we need in our community as it relates to the vacant homes. I have a 3-year-old daughter that I'm growing up in this community, and I don't want her to live next to abandoned property, and neither should you. You shouldn't want your...
Why the fuck would she be living over there? I'm sure you got a nice little house with all that money you siphoning out of the community. I don't want her to end up right next door. I know it ain't no house right next door, but hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't want her to end up there. Like, the only way she gonna end up there is she grow up, become a crackhead, and then, you know, and then there she is.
Your kids grow up that way neither. So I vow to make sure I find a way to make sure we put these vacant properties back on the tax roll. But right now, I just want to point out to you that the trustees do not want to help at all and do not have a plan. So obviously people got their own hidden agenda. Okay. I just want to put that out for the record.
But when she don't want to agree with some shit that they want, which is just to know any kind of information at all that they're legally supposed to know, oh, she don't want to talk about that at all. Refuses to fucking answer questions. Maybe if transparency was a thing that you knew anything of fucking about, maybe they wouldn't be so nervous about signing something that they know you're gonna do some shiesty fucking shit with. Hell no.
Next on the agenda is
You recognize Mayor before you move.
I want to
Yes.
speak as well.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Trustee Holmes.
I've been supporting this block by block reason because we're looking for opportunities.
What a coincidence. So this must be the one person who did the eye. The guy who did it, Andrew Holmes. If you look at any kind of news stuff about this, you'll know that Trustee Holmes also on that FBI indictment. His name is very much on there. He's definitely he's on there too. His name, there it is. His name is on there. Trustee Andrew Holmes is definitely on that fucking list. Isn't that something? She just has her minions. These are just her minions.
And if you don't give them an opportunity, then it stalls.
Yeah.
Some people like to enhance the quality of their life, and if they got an opportunity to own a place, to change a place, then they have that right to it. They should build. They should have an opportunity. We've been shut out so long. Slavery days on.
Oh.
Nobody has a chance.
We've been shut out for so long. You know, slavery. Yeah, from slavery. You know, and you guys, y'all know we was slaves. Remember the white people had us be slaves, and now, you know, y'all have an opportunity at this point. Y'all are not taking advantage of it. Y'all could now, for the first time in history, become slaves to some black folks. That's all we asking for. I don't understand why y'all was okay being slaves for them, but y'all won't be slaves for us. That's what I'm saying. This is what you sound like. What's a good old ass fucking name? Because that's what I want to call you. I don't want to call you Andrew. I want to call you something like Melvin is talking, y'all. We got to listen to Melvin. He's going to tell us the lessons of the land, of the black folks and the ancestors, and he's brought slavery into it. So we're going to listen.
Chance, I've been given a chance to own anything, but once you get a chance to own something, then take that opportunity and enhance the quality of your life or enhance the quality of your neighborhood. You know, we can't keep looking for a way out.
Yeah.
You gotta look for a way in.
That's
and
right,
if you want
Otis.
to build within yourself.
Cletus, that's right. That's right, Cletus. You tell them young folks don't understand. Back in your day, it's like when I was 21, slavery was still a thing. Like, you know what, Cletus? I believe you. I believe you, Cletus. I believe you. Okay? Okay, what was Moses like in high school? Okay? What was Jesus's favorite t-shirt that he wore to school?